Welcome once again to Breaking Free Ministries. This is your founder, Angela Alston here. So, my first video is going to be basically for the family members. Family members, relatives of those who were recently incarcerated or recently came home, put it that way. The reason why I chose for this first video to be for you is because there's a lack of understanding as far as the expectations of your loved one when he or she comes home. I don't think family understands the level of stress that an individual is under when they come home. Everybody's excited. They're happy to have them home. You know, they throw a party, tell everybody he or she's home. He's home, do a little party or whatever, celebrate. But then very few family members understand the level of stress the individual is under from the day their foot hits the ground of freedom. One gentleman explained it to me this way. He said, Miss Alston, the anxiety and stress I felt the day I was incarcerated is the same anxiety and stress I felt upon release. I thought that was awesome. Awesome, and oh my God, really? A lot of times we think people are so concerned about being home and excited about being home that we don't think about mentally what that individual is going through. So some of you may be aware that if an individual comes home and let's say he or she is on parole. Now, mind you, they're on parole. Parole has a lot of stipulations for this individual. They may go home and they're on what's called home confinement. Whatever situation they find themselves in, even if they come home and have no restrictions, let's say they end their sentence, but they still have to come home and readjust, to society. Some people may have issues with their driver's license. Some people, their medical. Some people, their SSI, their disability, or whatever. Some people may have lost their apartment while they were incarcerated. So there's a lot that they got to do day one. But here's the thing about family. We don't know this. All we think about is you're home. You've been gone all this time. Everybody else has been pitching in, taking up the slack for what you didn't do. Excited to have him home. You love him or her. You're excited about it. However, you've been tired yourself. Many of you, you've been the mother and father. Many of you may be grandparents that have taken on the responsibility of raising the children, along with taking care of your other responsibilities in life and just trying to make it. So when they come home, it's like, whoo, this is a breather. Like, oh my gosh, now I can live. Now I can work some more hours. Now I can do some things for myself. But hold up. Because there's going to be a lot of things that they may not be able to do right away. For you wives out there, girlfriends, whatever, you have kids with somebody that just recently came home, I'm sure you're excited about it because then maybe they can get your son or daughter off the bus. Maybe they can go to the parent-teacher conference. Maybe you can get a break, right? Maybe they can do some laundry, cook some food. Hello, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But they have a lot of obligations from the legal perspective. They have so much stress. I will tell you this. I have seen more men, and this is just who I've been working with, have so much more stress and anxiety as they got closer to the door, going home, crying in my office, terrified. Because number one, they don't want to return. Number two, some of them, they don't want to relapse. Number three, they have a whole lot of stress waiting for them. Number four, from child support to driver's license to medical, they have a lot of stress. So that's why this video is particularly for you, those who he or she is coming home to give you a better understanding of their mind frame as they come home. And of course, it's going to look like they're excited, they're happy, they hug you, they want to eat some good food, whatever, get some more clothes, do whatever it is they need to do, spend time with the children that they've missed. But in their minds, trust me when I tell you, they're struggling. They're struggling. I don't care if they've been gone for a year, 16 months, 18 months, 24 months, and longer. The longer they have been away, you can increase that level of stress 100-fold, right? Because in society, things change, right? We have things changing daily, from technology. A variety of things are just changing. Our world is changing at a rapid rate. So imagine someone who's been away for some time, confined or restrained in some manner, not living life. Time is kind of standing still for that individual. Yes, they look at the clock, it changes time, but they're still there. They're still wearing